Hello, welcome back to my channel and another reaction video on this time. Checking out, we'll be continuing the Shogun series, this season 1, episode 5. Right in the aftermath, just piling the pieces. Yeah, that would be a shit job. It's a lot. Okay, I told you, we didn't see him die. A person isn't dead until they see his body. Talking to the fish.
まもなく落ち葉の方が江戸の虎長の城から解放されお戻りに動がより安らかな大坂にお戻りいただけるようぬかりのを手を追っておこう。座がいなかくそうなる。広田殿は
キリシタンクソになりすぎる。
Already have quite a few Christians there, so. But they're the council is how long until they start fighting each other? If they are done.
馬というやつは人以上に油断がならぬ。その手なずけられたのじゃ。たかと変わらぬが。さほどものなどおらぬ。人を操り獲物めそなたのために狩りをさせるのじゃ。
How will the son redeem himself, or will he? I don't know. He might have an honorable death somehow at some point. That is as clear as a message can be.
This next part is very important. No one is to touch this bird. Sawattara shinu.
Okay. There's quite a few servants.
虎長様に仰せつけられたんじゃ。嫁が万人と同じ屋敷に暮らしていると聞き、なんとこたびはわしも同じ目に遭うとはな。
I think I called it. There's gonna be some issues between him and the Anjin.
安神様には私より好みに合う女子がおりますので。
安神に申し伝えておく。有言には戻るとな。
That's gonna be super interesting. See how his household will hold. I'm hoping they'll be besties by the end of it.
大耳は拙者が虎長様に代わって懲らしめておきます。何故敵を誘い出す妙案を編み出してくれた。我らは守りを固めればよい。敵の数をすり減る。おっしゃる通りにございます。それがしも同じことを考えておりました。
Where are you though?
采配を任せると。あ、近江殿には当然の褒美であろう。
Yeah, I did not like it, but I'm thinking it might be intentional. He's pushing his buttons for.
ここはお前がまだ見つけ出せぬ患者が隠れ蓑にする。虎中の患者を見つけろ。
So who's the spy gonna be? Is it someone we know or?
石郎に申し開きをせねばならん。こちらがうまく運ばなかった時のためにな。
Okay, but he's planning to betray him.
もし安仁様の身が危うくなるようなら私におっしゃってくださります。思われるのじゃ。
Yes, he said sensed something of her uncle in somewhat hostile.
小猿のようにおとなしく夜。
What do you say?
Noodles. The sound you make while eating reveals the depth of your pleasure.
He's gonna try and mimic me.
賢い猿じゃな。なかなか飲み込みがよいではないか。
Helps us to enjoy the drink and
Oh no. That's good twist.
Ask her husband if he'd share the story of his escape in Osaka.
How did he escape? Is it not as heroic as the...
安仁様。
Let's look for someone who sees some shit.
Marco-san, move! Marco-san!
That's a cool shot, but yeah, that's... I mean, I don't think she's gonna die, so I'm not worried, but still.
お前の腕筋を教えてやれ。
What is her?
I am daughter of the late Lord Akich Jinsai. Kuroda-sama was corrupt and murderous, and so my father killed him out of love for the realm. They all knelt before my father, who was forced to execute them before committing seppuku himself.
But why was she spared?
I was just married and not permitted to fight. Because my husband orders me to live.
Yes, he wants her to live in shame.
この家で騒ぎを起こされたら、安心様。今さら何が恥でござります。業の深い人間だらけじゃ。
Damn, this is intense.
Look at me!
Are they gonna... Oh no, don't kill him. Just have a good old fist fight. I mean, he's undoubtedly the far better swordsman, but which one is more drunk? I have no idea what he's doing.
この屋敷の輪を乱してしまうな。何だぞ。ご勘弁。
Piece of shit.
Okay, and I was expecting a fight, but there might be They're saving it for later. Yep. He handles his figure quite well. I thought the episode ended. Well, it would have been a good way to end, nothing like that. This show is just so damn good. It's a beautiful landscape. Where was this filmed, I wonder? Did they go and actually film it in Japan, or did they find somewhere, I don't know, cheaper to film, or it's cheaper to film with the same topography? What happened?
殿が禁じると仰せでござりましたゆえ。
And to death over a stinking god-cursed pheasant.
Careful what you say.
私をご成敗なされませ。を取らぬ私が悪いのでござりまする。どうかお許しくださりませ。
文太郎の勝手じゃが、今わしの通詞を痛めつけるのは勘弁ならぬ。
もう果たしたと思うておいでで。それから。したいと仰せでございまする。
Hopefully that is. I only have a through season 1.
Understanding that you ordered no one to touch that bird, and by law your house could not disobey that order.
ざれ事には構っておれん。
It does seem like a kind of a meaningless issue for lords that's about to start a war. Earthquake. And this is a bigger one. How much the army is left, I wonder. It felt like it collapsed on top of them. Will this just be seen as a sign, you know? Gods don't favor Toranaga. Okay, okay. This is bad. I don't have the encampment. Village is destroyed. Big earthquake that caused a massive landslide, mudslide, whatever. I mentioned there have been rain, so yeah, the ground would be soft and muddy. Shogun, she's alive. Damn. Okay, once again, that would have been a good way to end.
地震の後、ようやくこれが見つかりました。昨日死にましたが。
Quite convenient. I don't know, I feel like there's... Well, I know nephew might be smart enough to see through it. I don't know.
もはや戦議は終わったと思ってよいのじゃな。
She is devious. It'll be interesting what she'll...
大老衆のお考えしかと。
Okay, she is taking power. Okay, now it damn, this show is so good. I wasn't expecting her to come and do a power move like that. Yeah, last time we saw Toranaga was forced to release her, and I don't know what I was expecting for her character, but that surprised me. But yeah, Toranaga had some epic bad luck. We had an earthquake and a massive landslide that nearly killed him and seemingly destroyed much of his army. All the meanwhile, he'd been waiting for the council to attack him, but now that his forces are diminished, I don't know how much, but yeah, they'll be definitely coming. Well, now this might actually embolden the council to attack, so Toranaga doesn't have to attack Osaka, but yeah, his army is gone, and all the meanwhile, the other guy, well, he found his spy, but I don't know, it seems quite convenient that the samurai would, the actual spy would choose the dead old guy. I think sooner or later they're gonna figure out something's wrong, if not already. But yeah, the really intense shit happened in the house during a sake contest. We found out what Mariko's family was all about. Her father turns out assassinated a ruler that needed assassinating, but yeah, her father was forced to execute his family and then himself, but because Mariko was already married, she was not allowed to, and even though she, each anniversary, asks to end her life to pay for the injustice, her husband declares that no, she must live in shame, which it's pretty damn intense. But there was some serious tension in the household with Blackthorn and the husband. I was hoping for a bonding session when they started drinking, but yeah, it was really damn intense. I'm now questioning how did the husband escape Osaka. I mean, he kind of revealed when he mentioned that stories are for children and some such. It wasn't as heroic as people are saying. I mean, it's realistic for him to survive. I doubt he did anything that heroic. They mentioned how he was held by a company of Ronin or some such, but only two survived, and we didn't see the other one. So, but sooner or later we're gonna find out, and I don't know. I'm hoping he doesn't turn out to be traitor, he sold at Toranaga or anything like that. But Blackthorn really did learn the hard way that choose your word carefully. We lost the gardener, sweet old man who just wanted to look after his garden, but yeah. And then he offered a little too much sake for the husband that led to him beating up Mariko, and even when he did apologize, I mean, they stated they're just rituals they're trapped into. You saw the husband give Blackthorn the death stare afterwards. And I was hoping they'd be besties, but no, they're gonna duke it out at some point. And but at the end, we did have a moment where Blackthorn helped pull Toranaga out of the ground, and he gave the swords as a gift. Toranaga seemed surprised, and I was surprised. I mean, he was very thankful. But yeah, I think it's safe to say Blackthorn isn't going anywhere. We're only mid-season 1, and I think season 2 has been announced. So will he ever leave Japan? I don't know. But it's interesting they would throw this story arc of an earthquake and a landslide. I mean, last episode they established, okay, it's Japan, there are earthquakes, but this massive that caused a landslide and destroyed Toranaga's army. I mean, is there gonna be some kind of, are people gonna see it as an omen that not to follow Toranaga, that he seemed to have strong position, but first that and now that lady, what's her name, went and took over the council. Yeah, things doesn't look good for Toranaga now. But it's only, again, mid-season 1. I'm really excited to continue. There. What do you guys think? Write your thoughts down below. Visit my reaction, drop a comment, like, subscribe if you want, and I will see you in another video.